So in this video, I'm going to walk through how I would start a YouTube channel in 2025 as a complete beginner doing this from scratch. If you don't know me, I have generated over 70 million views on two main YouTube channels I have. I've got this fancy plaque here to prove that I'm not full of shit. YouTube has pretty much changed my life. I don't like weird statements like that, but I love YouTube. I am so obsessed with it. I use it to share my messages, share all my mountain bike videos, and communicate with the world. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps I would take to start a channel, and we're just going to dive straight into this. I want to start by giving you a three-part framework to follow. So let's start with the first phase, and you could call this like an establishment phase. And this is essentially where you are just getting set up, getting started, and going from 0 subscribers to gaining your first 100 subscribers. At this point, I really wouldn't bother too much about choosing a very specific niche, because you're most likely going to have different passions, different interests, different things you want to talk about and share on YouTube. And at this point, when you're starting, the only thing you're really trying to figure out is what your audience wants to see and what you actually enjoy creating. So don't stress over choosing a niche, just start posting content. At this stage, it is very much more focused on the quantity of content versus the quality. And if I were you, I would outline 10 or 20 different video ideas from similar creators and YouTubers who you follow and you like, and start creating videos around that. Just start building momentum, see what gets traction, see what you enjoy talking about, and treat this as like an experimental stage. And you'll be surprised, like when you post your 10th or 20th video and you look back at the first video you posted on the channel, there'll be a massive improvement from that first video to where you are right now. Even though you're only hitting 100 subscribers in this first section of the video, you need to celebrate little wins as a small YouTuber. Now, this plaque here says I've got 100,000 subscribers on the channel. That's a big milestone, but I feel a lot of people on YouTube just talk about these huge milestones, hit 10,000, 100,000, a million subscribers and millions of views. And you need to hit small milestones and celebrate them. So 100 subscribers is a big win for you, especially if you're starting from 0. Make sure you celebrate it. Don't get disheartened, because I can almost guarantee as well when you first start, your videos will be utter shit. So don't try and perfect your videos. You don't need expensive gear to start, which is another stopping point for people. They believe that they need all the fanciest equipment, all the best lighting, all the best audio, when in fact all they need to do is just get going and start posting content. You can upgrade your gear as you get better at YouTube, as you get more funds coming in. Don't fret about the gear, because I know a lot of people think, oh, I need to have this camera and this mic. But when in actual fact, you just need good ideas for videos, good thumbnail and titles, which I would class as packaging, and then just execute. Execute on making those videos, quantity over quality at this stage. Okay, so we're gonna move into the next stage now, which is going from 100 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers. So it's a fairly big jump, but at this stage, you should have some momentum, you should have some confidence in yourself and the videos you're producing. So what we want to focus on this stage is consistency of quality. So you'll have posted 10, 20, maybe even 30 videos at this point. You've got your first 100 subscribers, I hope, and you've mastered what I would call the foundations of the basics. What we want to do in this stage is we're going to keep posting, but we're going to get a little bit more strategic with the posts or the videos that we're creating. So instead of just going out and making a video, we're going to start planning and thinking about this. We're going to do some research first. We're going to note down some top YouTubers in our space, in the niche. We're going to start looking at the videos that have performed well for them in terms of views within the last year. So look at outliers on their channel. Look at videos that are doing better than most of their other videos, and start asking questions like, why is this doing better? Look at how you can replicate that video. I'm not saying copy, but we can model the ideas that are working. And this is what most top YouTubers do. They just piggyback off each other. They watch what everyone else is doing, they figure out what's working, and then they just iterate on that idea and make it better. That's literally all YouTube is all about. If you want to win in the game, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We're just bringing our own unique perspectives to the table, and we're focusing on ideas that are already proven to work that people actually want to watch. One big tip I will give you in this stage, as we're being a bit more strategic, the packaging of your video is the most important part of all of this. So the packaging is your title and your thumbnail. They're the most important bits, because if we could make the best video, but if nobody clicks on it to start with, nobody's gonna watch it. So we need to get that click. We need to earn the click. If you're creating a video and coming up with ideas, if you can't come up with a thumbnail concept or a title idea for the video, then it's not a good idea. The biggest thing I've learned from doing YouTube over the years is to think about this in reverse. So don't go and make a video on what you think is gonna be good, and then try and think of a thumbnail and title afterwards. Do it in reverse. If you can't think of a good thumbnail concept to begin with, then it might not be the best video idea to focus on right now. I'll just give you a couple of tips for titles and thumbnails because these are really important, and these are some things I've learned from my mentor, Paddy Galloway. He's an absolute legend, an Irish guy. Has worked with Mr. Beast, works with Red Bull's YouTube channel and all sorts. Like, he's an absolute god at YouTube. Some things he taught me about titles and thumbnails. So titles, try and keep them as short as possible. Maximum 50 characters if possible, because 50 characters is where the cut-off limit is. If you go over that, you get the ... which is then obviously going to lead to potential confusion in what your video is about. So try and convey your title in as little words as possible, and the thumbnail needs to work with the title. What I would think about in the thumbnail is to add enough intrigue and curiosity, but also keeping it very clear, so people know what they're about to click on to watch. And there's very much an art and a science to creating clickable thumbnails. And if you go and look at some of the top thumbnails in YouTube that just get millions of clicks and views, you'll notice that they are very simple and they have a maximum of 3 focus points on the thumbnail. So it's never really confusing with text everywhere and logos and images. It's all very much bang, bang, bang. There's 3 things on the image max that the eye can focus on, whether it's a person and a background, or like an object, or a car and a text, something like that. You'll notice it's very simple and it's very easy to glance past and understand what the video is about, because you have very little time to grab someone's attention on YouTube. They're going to be scrolling through their phone or scrolling through their home screen on a TV or desktop, and we need to grab their attention. And speaking of grabbing attention, this also brings me on to the hook of your video. So that the hook is essentially the first 30 seconds of the video. When I make my videos, I put almost 80% of my effort into the first 30 seconds to a minute of the video, because I know if somebody can watch 30 seconds to a minute and I can keep someone's attention, the likelihood of them staying with the whole entire video, or most of it, is way higher than just, putting more effort into the video as a whole and making sure it's all fancy all the way through. You can do that, but look at the start of your video and you want to hook people in, grab their attention, tell them what they're going to get, and make sure they stay. There's a tool inside YouTube Analytics actually that shows you this, and it shows the audience retention after 30 seconds. And this is really, really important to pay attention to. And I try and get my audience retention above 70%. So if, say for example, 100 people click on my video, there's 70 people still there after the first 30 seconds. So that's what I aim for, but it doesn't always work out like that, but that's just a metric to aim for. And as you start creating more and more videos, you will notice that you are creating somewhat of a niche for yourself. And when it comes to niching and choosing a niche or whatever, I personally like having myself as the niche. So on this channel here, which is Wolfpack Adventures, all mountain bike videos, that's very much mountain bike point of view videos. That's pretty much all it is. So you go to that channel to watch those types of videos. The channel that you're on now is much more of an educational channel that educates people on micro products, turning knowledge into an online income, and everything around that. So there's 2 very distinct niches going on there. There's one that's an entertainment channel, and this is more of an educational channel. And as you grow, you will start naturally defining your niche, looking at your passions, the videos you're sharing, what's getting most engagement, what are people more inclined to watch versus what they not like watching. And this kind of shapes your channel. And obviously you have direction on this as well in terms of what you want to create, but you also have to listen to what the audience are responding to, because we want to create videos that get attention and get watched. The next part of this is an interesting one, because I know a lot of YouTubers put this off and think they have to do it all themselves. I, in the last year, recently hired a video editor to help me with the workload of editing videos. Now, if you've ever done any video editing, you'll know it's a very long process. I'm not the biggest fan of video editing. I like creating videos and seeing a finished product, but the video editing can be quite tedious for me and it takes me a long time. My time is probably better spent doing other things, like sitting down and creating the next video idea or going filming the next video idea. Whereas editing, I can outsource. On places like Fiverr and Upwork, there are very many skilled editors that can do a better job or just the same as you for a really good price. So say for $100 or £100, you get someone to edit your video into a really good story. And I just think my time is better spent doing other things like packaging creation, shooting new videos. That's where my time is better spent rather than spending 10, 12 hours a day editing a video at a desk. Okay, so we're going to move to the next phase now, and let's just call this the scaling phase. This is where you're going from 10,000 subscribers plus, 10,000 maybe to 100,000. And I'm going to introduce a concept to you that Paddy Galloway taught me, which was my mentor, and it's called the CCN framework, CCN, Core, Casual, and New. And this is all about attracting a broader audience to your channel and attracting new or new audiences while staying true to your core fans. So we have CCN stands for core, casual, and new. Your core videos, this is content and videos for your loyal subscribers. These are people who literally will watch every single one of your videos no matter what you post. They're really important to our channel. But if we only create core videos, we're never going to grow. We're never going to attract a new audience. So the next level to this is a casual viewer. And a casual viewer is content for semi-regular viewers. These are people that are, tuning into your channel every now and again. Maybe it comes across on their feed and they just click and watch you. But it's attracting a slightly wider audience to your channel. And then we have the new audience. So this is where we create broad topics and broad video ideas that attract a new viewer to our channel. So these are people who've never heard of us and videos get recommended to them. With this framework, we want to be looking at making videos that hit all three of these. So can we make a video that our loyal subscribers would watch? Can we make a video that our semi-regular viewers would watch? And can we make a video that attracts a completely new audience to our channel? AKA, could you take this video to your mum or your dad? And could you take this video to your friend down the street and they would both be interested in it? That's what we want to get to if you want to grow a successful YouTube channel. Now at this stage, you're going to experience compounding growth. It's not going to be linear because once you get past 10,000 subscribers, I don't know what it is about growing an audience on YouTube, but things just start to grow faster and faster and faster. And the velocity of things, your videos are going to be getting more and more views. We need to start looking into the analytics of your channel, refining things based on data. So we want to be looking at the videos that are working. We want to be looking at the thumbnails that are creating clicks. We want to be looking at the watch time, and we're looking at retention of our videos, so audience retention. So how long is somebody watching our videos? And YouTube gives us some really good stats this in YouTube Studio, and we can actually see the drop-offs in videos. So if you just take, for example, you go and watch 5 or 6 of your videos and you go into the studio and you look at the stats of them, you can actually see where people are leaving your video. The majority of people are clicking off to watch something else. And if you watch maybe 10 of your own videos and you analyze them through this graph and you spot correlations like, well, if I speak for over 30 seconds or the camera is pointing at something without motion for over this length of time, then I'm now not going to do that going forward. So now you're refining your videos going forward, and hopefully you're going to increase your audience retention on future videos. Audience retention is big for YouTube because it's basically signaling to YouTube saying, well, this video is good. People are watching this length of it, so let's try and show it to these people. They might like it. And obviously if they like it and watch for a really long period of time, they'll show it to a new audience. So audience retention is a massively important stat, and we need to understand it as YouTubers. I'm hoping at this stage, well, you will be making some decent money off your YouTube channel at this point. And this comes the question now of investing in your brand. If I were you, if you want to scale this even further to 100,000 subscribers and beyond, start looking at how you can build out a team around your YouTube channel. Now, sometimes this might not be necessary, but there are certain aspects to your video which you could outsource that people could do better, and your time could be allocated and spent doing more important things. So you have your video editor, like I was saying. You could hire a thumbnail designer, a title designer. If your videos require a voiceover, you could get a voiceover done by somebody else. It could be a script writer to help you write scripts for future videos. You could hire someone for competitive analysis who would go out and find videos that are worth creating. There's all these different things you can start outsourcing. This only comes when you have significant growth. So when you're at 0 to 100 subscribers or even 1,000 or 10,000, just focus on getting good at YouTube yourself. Don't start looking at outsourcing things from day one. I would much prefer to learn the skill of building a channel, knowing my channel inside out and what works, and then starting to look for people to come in and help me grow this and scale it. So I'm going to give you some practical examples now of things just to help you grow even further. So time management is massive in YouTube. Obviously, videos take a long time to create. So you want to plan your content, have a schedule, have an upload schedule. If you can stick to one video a week consistently, just keep doing that. Don't overrun yourself and try and edit a video every single day, because that is ridiculous. It's very hard work to do that. It's better to have a consistent videos going out like once a week versus 7 videos in a week and then nothing for a month. I think it's way better just having a consistent flow of videos. With that, with the content schedule, you want to start to go out and look for content ideas, look for channels in your niche, look for trending videos in your niche, what are other people making in your niche. Can you create content that is similar to a piece of content but add your own unique spin on it, which brings something new to the table? These are all really good ideas to create a content strategy, and just you want a bank of ideas. You just want like a bank of ideas that you can come and cherry pick ideas from and just go make the video, go make the video, go make the video. If you have an educational channel like this one, there is opportunities to scale it off the channel. So you can sell products, you can offer services, you can do affiliate marketing to grow your income even more. If that is the case, you want to start adding calls to action in your YouTube videos, be it organically in the video, and direct people to the description where you'll have a unique link to whatever it is you're promoting. It could be your own digital product, it could be an affiliate marketing deal with somebody else. These are all ways to grow your income as a YouTuber, as well as the AdSense that you'll be producing on the platform directly from YouTube, which it's hit and miss. Like it's great, but it's not something I would love to rely on as a sole source of income from a YouTube channel. It can be inconsistent. Some months you can be doing insane amounts of money. Other times it can be a little bit lower. And because of that, it's always good to have to spread your basket or put more of your eggs in different baskets and have brand deals on your channel. You could have affiliate marketing deals, all sorts of things. Sell your own digital products, your own physical products, your own merchandise. That's how I would grow a channel in 2025 as a beginner YouTuber. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. So YouTube is pretty clever. It's going to recommend 2 videos up here, which I strongly suggest you watch next. And also below, if you want to learn more about turning your knowledge into an online income, there is a link in the description for those interested.